What's good, Internet? My name is Attack Slug, and welcome back to WWE WrestleMania 21 on the original Xbox. I am taking out Evolution one by one. Let's resume. Next up, Randy Orton.
I can't believe you destroyed Ric Flair with his own move. I mean, the traders say he's out for at least 4 to 6 months. And Evolution didn't even bother to show up tonight.
Well, kid.
Or did they?
I hope you're happy with yourself. You've killed the careers of one of the greatest superstars of all time and one of the WWE's hottest young prospects.
What's your problem, Shawn? Evolution's tried to end your career more than once.
That's exactly my problem. Ending careers is something Evolution does. And if you stoop to their level, you're no better than they are.
Well, if you feel so strongly about it, you can face my undefeated friend here in a match tonight.
I've got no problem with a match tonight. But if you try to end my career tonight, it's gonna be the last mistake you'll ever make.
The icon of the main event. And so I welcome you to Thursday. And before I get into what's happened in the last 24 hours, which has been a lot, an awful lot, let's get into some video game wrestling news. First and foremost, WWE 2K20. Remember that game? Has gotten a patch as of this morning. And usually, when they patch the game, that means the DLC is going to be happening quite soon. Perhaps as soon as tomorrow. They've been launching their DLCs on Friday, so that would not surprise me if we see the final bit of DLC tomorrow. And usually, the final DLC means the final patch for the game, and everything that is still broken is going to stay broken. And hey, please buy next year's game, or I guess this year's game, or, 2K21 as such. So, will you? Will I? Well, that's kind of my job, so I'm sure I will. But, be that as it may, that patch is out, and I've heard reports that things are still broken, so of course they're still broken, because why wouldn't they be still broken? Because, 2K and all that business they've been doing. So, that is the kind of one thing here to get on that. Now, if people were not taking this stuff seriously, I've been talking about for a week now, I think after yesterday, it's a lot more serious. So, number one, the NBA has suspended their season. Like, they shut it the F down. That's a big deal. Number two, all travel between the US and Europe in the next 30 days is suspended. Also a big deal if you were, say, in Europe and wanted to go to WrestleMania, which is under 30 days. That's, a big deal. So it's a lot more serious than folks saying, oh, it's just a flu. So that all happened yesterday. Also, British Bulldog in the Hall of Fame. So some good news there, finally. Also, where's Vader? Right? So there's that. But we have the ongoing rumor that I reversed it. Wow, made that happen. That SmackDown, which is supposed to be in Detroit on Friday, not happening in Detroit. As a reminder, the NBA player who has the virus just played in Detroit this past Saturday. So I don't think that show's going to happen in Detroit, but the rumor is it's going to happen where they had NXT last night, because they own that building. Alright, and they can do what they want there, pretty much. Fans or no fans. Right, so that might be the case for SmackDown. That could be the case for a lot of shows for them going forward. Now, I'm filming this, as I usually do, at 9:30 in the morning. So that means if there is any announcement on WrestleMania and Tampa and that whole thing, I haven't seen it yet. I don't know yet. So I'm hoping to obviously get that news here soon, but not for this video. So by 5 p.m., you should know. But I don't know yet. So we'll see how the city of Tampa handles that bit of business, making short work here of HB Shizzle. There you go, HBK. I didn't even try to end your career. Be grateful. And I'm just laughing now. Just laughing at the man. Like, look, you can't laugh at a living legend like that. What are you doing? Even if he besmirched his own retirement 8.5 years later for some blood money, still, besides the point.
Good work against Michaels last week. I am so sick of his holier-than-thou attitude. Now it's time to set our sights on Randy Orton. I've got a different tactic in mind for the Legend Killer. There are two things that Orton cares about more than anything in the world. His Intercontinental title and his ladies. Take away the second, and the first is yours. What? I've made a TLC match for you against Christian because I know his girlfriend, Trish Stratus, will leave him for the superstar who can completely destroy him. And I've heard that she likes it rough. If you can pick up the win tonight over Christian, you're on your way to competing with Orton, woman for woman.
What? Christian! At last, you're on your own! And just to follow up on yesterday, yes, E3 was canceled officially. So that's not happening in June. And man, we're supposed to be in a console launch year. We're supposed to see the PS5 and the Xbox Series X this year. I'm starting to have a little bit of doubt in that happening, which is real rough for someone who covers video games here on the thing. And if you're wondering how any of this affects this show or this, video stuff, like most of my stuff is here at home, in front of a green screen, doing it by myself. These videos, as long as I have electricity and internet, these videos continue. Now, as it concerns videos with people that I do videos with leaving the house, those might get put on hold for a few weeks. I'm still making that decision because I can't risk in having that affect me and then people that I take care of that are older get affected by that would not survive, and that would be just, no. Can't have that risk for a bunch of YouTube videos. That's not worth it. So that is kind of what's going on there. And again, I'll keep you guys updated as I tend to do. So, that being said, it is Thursday. Oops. It is Thursday, which means that NXT and AEW aired last night. And NXT was in the Performance Center, while AEW was in, Utah, which is like, what? Oh no. Oh no, AEW. Oh no. So, man, just the visuals of going back and forth between those two, it looks bad because, man, AEW looks like big time and NXT is like, wow, you're in like NWA Power type levels of crowd here. What is happening? It was a little bit rough. A little bit. But, good God almighty, on Christian, Concerto, and the armbar. Why? Because. So, Beth Phoenix is back on NXT commentary. So that's good to see. Oh God, here comes Trish Stratus, I think. Yes. She's coming to give me some Stratusfaction. But I don't want any Stratusfaction, Trish. Relax. I'm here to do the TLC, a thing. So get out of the ring as I get this ladder into the ring. I don't think so. What are you doing? No! What the hell, Trish? You are really harshing my buzz. Like, that ain't cool. Referee, do your... it's TLC, so right, there is no DQ, which I understand. I get it. But we still have rules to adhere to, I suppose. Drop kick to the... Yep, alright, so pick up Christian. Pick up Christian. Pick up. And then for his peeps, we get a spinning slug buster. And then... No, the ladder, yes. Set it up, yes. Climb it, yes. And then get the belt. Woo! Your boy about to win this title from Christian. Which title even is this? Wait, what champion is he? Light heavyweight? Cruiserweight? Not IC, because Randy Orton's IC. He's not world champion. It's not a tag match. What even was that title? Keith Lee defended against Cameron Grimes, and there was some interference at the end of that after he won with Priest and Dijakovic and some miscommunication stuff going on there, so I'm sure it'll end up being either a 3-way or a 4-way or something moving forward.
I'm so happy that I found a real man instead of that CLB Christian, and you're even better outside the ring than you are inside.
I'm not interrupting anything, am I?
No.
Hi, Eric. Come in.
Kid, I've got to hand it to you. Trish is quite a catch. But you know what would really rattle Orton? Having two divas hanging off of you.
Hey, you should be enough for any man.
Oh, Trish, you are. The other girl will just be window dressing. You're obviously the one he wants, and you'll do anything it takes to help him, right?
I would do anything he wanted me to do.
Whoa. Okay. And now we have Matt Hardy fighting for the affection of Lita. At this juncture, at this time, I don't know. So, Mia Yim has advanced against Dakota Kai into that 6-woman ladder match thing happening, or supposedly happening, at NXT in Tampa. Kushida was back on NXT and defeating Mendoza, who then got kidnapped by luchadors. What is it with Florida and being kidnapped by ninjas? I don't understand. That happened. They teased Tyler Breeze and Austin Theory. We had a Rhea Ripley and Charlotte brawl after a promo. Tegan Nox advanced against Deonna Purrazzo for that thing, for that deletes 6-woman ladder match thing. The Broserweights defended their tag team titles against Undisputed Era. You had Dream on the mic there before the match happened, and the Grizzled Young Vets interfered, but Dunn and Riddle still retained, and Matt Hardy can slap a tornado as such. Virgin 1. And the show ended with Ciampa and Gargano having an epic, ridiculously insane brawl at the Performance Center, breaking mirrors, breaking glass in a door. Nuts. Absolutely nuts. Ending with a table spot off of the NXT perch through the announce table. It was insane. I don't know how you top that in any capacity, because it was nuts. Now, the thing was, and they kind of, went into this as part of the story, is that everyone's asking, why Johnny, why, right? And Gargano was basically saying, look, nobody questioned that Ciampa was a heel when he left. When he came back, he was a face. He never apologized. He was just a face coming back from that injury. And why? So that's kind of his whole thing, is that, man, look, he stabbed me in the back, and y'all are cheering him now? That ain't cool. So yeah, taking that whole long-term story into consideration is good stuff, and I enjoyed that quite a bit. So, and man, that brawl, if you haven't watched it, go watch it. It was, if you don't watch anything else in that episode, watch that brawl. It was bonkers. So, kudos on whoever put that together, and perhaps that was the whole reason they were there in that building for that show in the first place. I don't know why that show was there and not, in their usual spot at Full Sail. So I have no idea. Matt Hardy, sweetness. You need that spinning slug buster, Matthew Hardy. Or I can put you in the armbar. Destiny! Now then, AEW from last night. Open with Cody and Ortiz, which is not the important part. The important part is in the crowd observing the match, NWO style, was Jake the Snake with his clients, Lance Archer. So confirmed, the Murder Hawk is the client of Jake the Snake. And they observed for a bit and then left and did not interfere in that match. It was very old school NWO, just coming out in the crowd and not really acknowledging it, but having it on camera, but not actually getting involved just yet. So that part was pretty cool. I enjoyed that. The Inner Circle attacked Nick Jackson, unseen, sight unseen, as we continue to build towards Blood and Guts in 2 weeks, or we hope in 2 weeks, here in New Jersey, pending everything else in the world right now. Tag team match between Statlander and Shida versus Nyla and Bea Priestley, who I just saw working an empty arena show in Stardom a couple of days ago. So, back from Japan is Bea Priestley.
Hey there. Good match last week.
Uh-oh.
And congratulations for beating Christian.
Jealousy.
And hooking up with Trish. I think she's going to be a lot better off without him around.
Perfect. Matt, you should hear what they're saying to each other. I don't even think a girl like Lita knew some of those words.
We're fighting again? Okay. That's happening. Alright, Matt Hardy, look, I just put you down, and now we're having a tables match? Oh yeah, bow dow dow. Okay. Attack with table. Climb on a table. I don't know how to do this. I haven't done one of these in this game before, so this is going to be interesting versus Matthew Hardy. So, they had Daniel doing a mocking Dark Order video, which was pretty good. I enjoyed that. The Butcher, Bunny, and the Blade with MJF fought Jurassic Express, and they changed MJF's theme song, or like they altered it to where it now has his catchphrase in the beginning and goes. It skips the whole intro part of that theme song. So that happened. It's fine. Was what it was. Is what it is. But obviously they win that match with an armbar, a Fujiwara armbar, tapping out Marco's stunt because that's kind of fun. So MJF, good for you. Good for you. Looking to end it early. Wait, what? I can't use at that table? I gotta use the actual other table? This is gonna be a mess. An absolute mess. So we'll see how I can take care of Matt Hardy in this tables match. No, stay down. I gotta go get a table. Matt Hardy, relax yourself. What's that no sell? Stay down. Let me get a table. Put it in the ring and continue doing the business right here on YouTube. So, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, hit him with it. There we go. Okay, now we're in business. Nope, that's the wrong button. Same as the ladder here. Okay, now how am I going to use that? How am I going to use this? Oh, that was easy enough. Here we go. Table! What the hell was that? What the hell was that, video game? What the hell was that? That was funny. This is the weirdest proportioned table I've seen. Oh no! Don't you do it, Matt Hardy! Don't you do it, Matt Hardy! Here we go. Here we go. Matt Hardy, it's over. Boom! That was the weirdest tables match of all time. Funny stuff. So Britt Baker was out there on a thing again with Tony Schiavone, mocking the Mormons in Utah. Good stuff. Out comes Big Swole, and they both make references to their significant others who both work for WWE, which is Cedric and Adam Cole. Funny stuff. Ladies.
I don't know what's come over Matt. He's turned completely jealous and possessive lately. I wish I could find a guy like yours. He seems so down to earth.
Oh, you can. I don't mind sharing him with you.
Oh my god, are you serious? Wow. Yeah. Maybe.
Hey there, ladies.
Whoa.
Want to spend some time with the real champion after the show tonight?
Sorry, Randy. We've already got a man. And he's gonna win the Fatal 4-Way match to become the #1 contender for your Intercontinental title tonight.
What? What happened? Shelton Benjamin, Matt Hardy, and Christian. Okay, last match of the day. Let's finish discussing AEW here as we do. So, Private Party and the Bad Boy took on the first match of the Death Triangle, which is the Lucha Bros and Pac. And I feel like that they have all of these 6-man tags in an effort to establish that they have a trios division to eventually announce a trios title. Much like AAA, much like New Japan, they're angling to introduce triples titles. And that's fine, but you still don't have a mid-card belt. You have the world title, you got your tag titles, and you got your women's title. But no, like, mid-card. They have the Diamond Ring, which is not, it's just the ring. It's not a title. So you can't fight for it. So what is the point of any of that? But more importantly, next week, according to AEW, we will find out who is the Exalted One, provided that the show happens next week in Rochester, I believe. So that's going to be quite curious how they handle that. But hey, next week is also supposedly Brody Lee. So is Brody Lee the Exalted One, or is Matt Hardy the Exalted One? Or is it somebody else entirely? Total swerve. We shall see next week on AEW. Fingers crossed. Main event was Jericho and Sammy versus Hangman and a mystery partner who announced, hey, I'm your partner, and that was the Natural Dustin Rhodes, and they won that match, right? which ended up in a brawl and ended up in a table spot, I think. I forget, man. There's a lot going on last night that was not involved in wrestling that I was kind of trying to pay attention to. But yes, there was a big brawl with the Inner Circle standing tall at the end of the night. Moxley not in the building after his thing last week with that table and whatever else. So that all happened. Overall, a pretty good night of wrestling programming. And we'll see how this all happens going forward to next week. And if the world continues to grind to a halt with everything going on, that obviously people's lives are more important than a wrestling show. Just saying. Anyhow, Fatal 4-Way. So if they put out that DLC for 2K20 tomorrow, you can expect a live stream here on this channel, like the last couple, tomorrow. So that would be the plan if that ends up happening. I don't know yet. Like, I can't confirm or deny anything because I don't know. But what they've done previously with the last two is that they patched it and then there was a DLC on Friday. So that's what I expect to happen. German. But will it happen? That is still up in the air. So they have not announced anything just yet. So that is what the business is going on with that. But that is my current plans. And yes, we did already film Pixels this week. So rest assured, Pixels is going to air this week, and it will be Backyard Wrestling 1 on the original Xbox. So I guess look forward to that on Saturday, unless you're on Patreon, and then it'll be today on Patreon, as it usually is early when I finish editing that version of the video. So, you know, just putting that out there for scheduling purposes. And Shelton Benjamin, there ain't no stopping the gold standard, I'll tell you that much, because he has put a stop to my winning here and is just choking me out with his legs. That's not cool. I had the heat, Shelton. I had the heat. I'm gonna win this Fatal 4-Way. Stop blocking my heat, Shelty. Why were you smiling on SmackDown? Shelty, what's going on here? Abdominal stretch as Matt Hardy and Christian get into it repeatedly here on the show. Come on. What is... Oh my god! Flapjacked him. Referee is counting on Matt Hardy. Don't you dare. Don't you do it. Shelton Benjamin is fighting back way harder than I had thought he might in this game, because what the hell. Get me some heat. Give me some heat. There we go. Maximum heat. Pick up Shelton Benjamin. Hit that spinning slug buster. And while Matt Hardy is occupied with Christian, hit the pinfall. 1, a 2, a 3. Your winner of that Fatal 4-Way, it's me. Randy Orton, I'm coming for you. And that, my friends, will be tomorrow. Tune in for that. I'm Attack Slug. See you next time right here on this channel, and I'm out.